Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rainbow Warriors ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's gone. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On the option. Now the pitch. Crosses the 45. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. With the catch, it's Hall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Brown will throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air on 2nd down. Back swinging for the goal line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Davis looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He'll keep it himself. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Davis will throw. Got it set up on the outside. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Cardinal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. He's got it. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Slides away. Looking for the score. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Brown will throw it. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Hawaii. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the catch. It's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Not much can improve impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight.
Touchdown, Stanford! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Davis looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll run for it. Hard running there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Brown wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Middle Tennessee pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there inside Floyd Stadium. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys...
It's caught! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Davis will throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Trying to get a chunk play on that one. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That brings them to within 1. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. run to the left. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hall. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Brown wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Davis will throw. Here comes the heat. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It is good. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pocket breaking down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes one man miss. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll send the back in motion. Brown wants to pass. He's got it. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Harden. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
Oh, and they let a golden opportunity slip away. A chance to take the lead. Ball goes off the upright. Game's not over, but they're not going to get too many more chances like that.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They get to the line quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. Got a wide-open receiver. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Defense looks like they're coming. They want that clock to run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Himself on the draw, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Harden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Stanford quickly to the line.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to get...
He's loose. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quarterback got it himself.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Rainbow Warriors enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario.